Hey guys, Movie Fan 356 here, continuing Halloween Horror Month with my Nightmare on Elm Street film series reviews, and today we're talking about a Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Yes, that's actually the title of the movie. Now, the title alone is just a shitty title. Um, but okay, uh, remember how I said earlier this month, if you guys have been following me and been watching my other reviews, I said that there's going to be a lot of good movies that I'm going to be reviewing this month for Halloween Horror Month. I think I picked a lot of good ones, but there are going to be some sneakers in there. And, well, a lot of times in a film series, you'll get some ones that are really good, you'll get some ones that are okay, and you'll get some really, really shitty ones. And this one is one of the really, really, really shitty ones. And to me, this is the worst in the franchise. I mean, there are other ones that are pretty bad, but this one has got to be the worst one, in my opinion. The plot. The plot of the movie is Dan and Alice from the last movie, Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master. They find out that Alice is pregnant. Okay, no big deal, that's fine, it happens. He should have wrapped it, but I guess he didn't want to do that, so... Anyway, I can't talk much. I have a child myself, so... Whoops! Okay. But they find out she's pregnant, and Alice's and Dan's new friends that they have, because, yeah, somehow... I mean, there's a time gap in between 4 and 5, but they've had time to make new friends. So, who else would get killed in this movie? And they find out later in the movie that, well, Alice isn't really dreaming, because she's having nightmares of Freddy again, because Freddy's back, and she doesn't know how, and she comes to realize that her unborn baby is the one that's dreaming and causing Freddy to come back. Yeah, did that just sound... Okay, well, did I... when I explained that to you, did that sound stupid to you? That plot sounds stupid to you. I'm going to repeat it again. Alice's unborn child is having dreams of Freddy Krueger, and that's how Freddy comes back in this one. Yeah. What? I'm sorry. What moron thought this was a good idea? I mean, yeah, sure, it's different. I'll give him that. It's a different idea. It's a different approach. It's a different, direction to go with it, I guess. I'll give him that. But why this? Who allowed this movie to get made? Okay, before I rant on it too hard, I do want to say Robert Englund is in this movie as Freddy Krueger once again, and he kills it as Freddy, pun intended. I mean, he's always good as Freddy, even if the movie's shit like this one. He still rocks it as Freddy. He's still the Freddy that we all know and love. And that's fine. Alice! Lisa Wilcox, I believe, is her name. She plays Alice in Nightmare on Elm Street 4 and now in Nightmare on Elm Street 5. I actually like the actress. I think she's okay. I mean, she's not as good as Heather Langenkamp or Patricia Arquette, but, she's a good leading actress in a Nightmare on Elm Street film. I'll give her that. The character of Alice herself, the character's fine. I have no problem with the character. It's just this movie, the way they executed this movie was so stupid. It's such a mess. Okay, even the kills in this movie aren't all that great or memorable, really. They're not. God, the characters, aside from Alice and Dan and Freddy, you don't care. You just don't care about anybody. Okay, the ending of the film. Yes, I'm going to give away the ending. If you have not seen Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, you have that luxury. And hopefully, I am saving you from ever watching that film in your life. This is one you can just skip over. I will say, though, that, okay, you got 1, 3, and 4. I would say 1, 3, and 4 together if you watch 1, 3, and 4 back to back. It's a good trilogy, I would say. 5, yes, it does have Alice and Dan back from 4, but it's just, what's the point? What is the point? That could have been anybody. that really, there was no need to specifically it be Alice and Dan. That could have been any couple of the Nightmare Kids, of the Elm Street children. Um, it, it could have been anybody. There was really no need for Alice and Dan to be there. I can't even do this review. This movie's making me so irate. But like I said, let's get back to what I was going to talk about. The ending of the film. So the ending of the film, we see Jacob. And we see Jacob throughout the movie. Jacob is Alice and Dan's unborn child. That's what she named him. And we see him, I don't know, he must have been like 8 or 9. But he's in the dream world. So he's like 8 or 9 in the dream world, but yet he's still unborn in real life. Okay, whatever. And he's the one who ends up fighting Freddy and defeating Freddy and all this shit. And why? What? I don't understand this movie at all. I don't even watch this one. Somebody says, hey, you want to watch a Nightmare on Elm Street film? I want to say, yeah, sure. Which one? Because there are some crappy ones in the series, and they're like 5. I'm like, 5? There was a 5th one? It exists. Does it? Does it exist? No. Okay, it actually does exist, but not to me. So, if you guys couldn't tell, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child, I hate this movie so much. I know you guys were kind of hoping me to rant on it a little bit more than what I did, but, yeah. I can't, I don't even want to think about it. I don't. It doesn't exist to me. The grade, there's only one of the movie I've given this grade for, and that was Batman and Robin. And no, not all rants are going to have this grade. They might. I can't promise that, but this grade is a special grade that I like to give to movies that are so shitty. They're not watchable. There's no redeeming qualities aside from Robert Englund, really. Like I said, the couple, Alice and Dan, that could have been anybody. You know, you could have put anybody else in there. Maybe it would have been better. I don't know, because I have nothing against their characters. Their characters are fun. Other than Robert Englund, this movie is getting... Oh, and the makeup on Freddy. Before I give you the rating, I know, you're just waiting to hear that rating. The makeup on Freddy is even so ridiculously shit in this movie. It's unbelievable. God. The grade, it's gonna get an F-. Yeah, I've only ever given that grade to one other movie so far, and that was Batman and Robin. I got some other stinkers that are coming up too. Yeah, yeah. F-, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Have you guys seen it? Do you like it? And if you do like it, that's totally cool. Film is all subjective. That's the great thing about film, is everybody has their own opinions, and cool. That's awesome. I'm happy that someone out there likes it. It's just for me personally, not for me. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah, Nightmare on Elm Street 5. Who cares? That's all I can say for today. See you guys in the next video.